out here doing a live coverage of the State of the Union address. I figured what I want to do is I want to watch this, do a watch party. I'm not going to really be talking. That's why I'm in the dark. I'm going to be off camera most of it. And we're going to listen to Donald Trump live and get a good laugh in. Personally, I always thought that these State of the Union addresses were very funny. That's not the one I want. There we go. No, not that one. Hold on. There we go. I always thought that these State of the Union addresses are very funny. Lots of pomp and circumstance. Lots of fake clapping. You know, it's a bullshit fest. But they do at least inform you of the direction that they like to head the country to head in. These State of the Union addresses, they talk to you about the plans of the nation. You know, they tell you they bullshit and tell you how great we've done and how far we've gone and the greatest things ever. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread to go on and happen in life. You know? And last year was better than you thought. And next year's going to get better. It's a bullshit fest. But it's, in my opinion, a very fun and interesting BS fest. And I want to be here to talk about it. I want to talk about it. And so we're going to have some fun. We're going to listen in. I'm going to give live commentary and feedback as they're talking. And I'm going to read some of y'all comments while he's talking. I'll be reading some of y'all comments. Super chats go to the front. Of course. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. We're going to have some fun. We're going to be relaxed. Well, I'm going to be relaxed. I don't believe in either party. I think both parties are full of shit. But I am an American. Regardless of what Umar says, I chose to live here. So I am an American. If I want to be an African, or I'll move there. If I want to be that, whatever it is, I'll move there. But I chose to live here in Los Angeles, California. So I will be engaged in the place that I live. Okay, so it looks like they still waiting. Let's see what ABC News talking about, or CBS. What y'all want, CBS or CNN?
1 year in, now there are some signs of restraint institutionally and some signs of apprehension or mixed reviews from the American public writ large. How does the president convey that he still has that momentum and turn around some of this rough political terrain that Margaret and I'm sure others around this table will indicate tonight?
You know, Bob, with this president, one of the things that's interesting is there can be all the signs in the world, but is he seeing them? Is he taking them in?
Politics
you spoke to him earlier
is Hollywood for ugly people, all right?
When I was on Capitol Hill this week, Tony,
this is Hollywood for ugly people.
They're nervous about the midterm elections. But when I called up President Trump, he was anything but.
Let's just watch the news. I'm going to get off camera for like 2 minutes. I just want to observe what's going on, y'all. I'm going to put this on full screen. And we're going to observe what's going on here, all right?
We'll find out. He remains coy, as Margaret said, about what he's going to do with this situation. There is a raging debate inside the Republican Party about what he should do. Should he intervene and have a military strike to try to take out any kind of development of Iran's nuclear program? Or should he hold back? And people like Steve Bannon are telling me today his base is holding with him at the moment as he navigates this very difficult terrain.
It is very difficult, and I'm so glad you brought up Iran. It's going to be interesting to listen for whether Iran is a big part of this speech, because we've got what the president likes to refer to as an armada, maybe the biggest military gathering in the Middle East since 2003. We have the Sergeant at Arms there,
Speaker, the
William
President
McFarland.
of the United States.
Yeah, at least play that one song. Doom, 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 doom.
It's nice when people are blocking and clearing traffic.
Man, white folks ain't got no flavor.
Now a lot of traffic in his way because everybody at this particular moment wants to lean in from the aisle, shake a hand.
It's the thug fest right now.
A little moment on camera and share a word with the president on his big night. Major, you've seen a lot of this. The people sometimes line up for hours for this positioning. Is it still, I mean, you can tell something about a president, how it's going, based on how thick they're lined up there along the aisles, can you not?
Yes and no. Clearly, the president loves to have.
This is what needs to be playing.
Early adoring him. Most of those are from the MAGA universe on both sides of the aisle. They will take some of the Democratic seats, but it has over time become.
You know what needs to be playing right now?
Valuable picture, a less valuable handshake, because everyone's in on it.
Y'all know what needs to be playing?
Knows that this is a moment, and moments.
Rights of every man. I am a real American.
Don't that go better?
That are manufactured.
Don't that go better? Don't that go better with this whole come down? That's what should be getting played. That's what should be getting played.
For your life.
Ain't that more appropriate? Ain't that more appropriate? That's what this will should be. Come on, they need to let me DJ this motherfucker. I had this playing. Man, shit. See, that's why they don't want black folks. This is why they don't want black folks doing this kind of stuff, man. That's what I'll be doing. You know what I mean? This is what they really should be playing. Fuck what you heard. Trump still bullshitting. Now this is Trump, but this is what they really should be playing. Everybody's got a price. Everybody's got to pay.
Gavel. It doesn't look like it'll be used, but it is on display as we talk about the president really.
And they need to have me mix this motherfucker. Now he got to take his pictures. Trump's an ugly dude. Look at him. He looks like some form of wild bird, you know?
Try to weave in references to many things throughout the past 250 years, including honoring some of our military veterans.
He looks like a wild bird.
You were looking at some of the excerpts that were released of the speech.
Let's see what they're talking about.
The 1776 theme was a big part of that. Let's listen in for a moment here and see if we can hear what the president's saying. As a few more hands to shake, and of course those ceremonial copies of the speech will be handed back to Speaker Johnson and to Vice President Vance. That speech, which you've taken a look at some of those excerpts, what stood out to you?
Well, he is going to talk about American history, Tony, but what stood out was how much he will focus on defending his policies, especially as it relates to the affordability issue. We know that he is going to talk about the things that his administration has done that he believes has
Speaking of them talking about the affordability thing, listen for Trump to talk about. He was recently talking about regulating these corporations from owning houses.
Does not receive that.
All right, let's go. Let's listen.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This thing kicked off in a timely fashion.
His ghetto ass wasn't late this time.
Here now, Donald J. Trump, his first State of the Union address of his second term.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's really an honor. Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance, First Lady of the United States.
You look like Beauty and the Beast. The Beast.
Second Lady of the United States. Members of Congress and my fellow Americans, our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before.
Bullshit.
Less than 5 months from now, our country will celebrate an epic milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will mark 2.5 centuries of liberty and triumph, progress and freedom in the most incredible and exceptional nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And you've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
More like Gilded Age of America.
When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation in crisis with a stagnant economy, inflation at record levels, a wide open border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos all over the world. But tonight, after just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before, and a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages. And we will never go back to where we were just a very short time ago. We're not going back. Today, our border is secure. Thank you. Today, our border is secure. Our spirit is restored. Inflation is plummeting. Incomes are rising fast. The roaring economy is roaring like never before, and our enemies are scared. Our military and police are stacked, and America is respected again, perhaps like never before. After 4 years in which millions and millions of illegal aliens poured across our borders, totally unvetted and unchecked, we now have the strongest and most secure border in American history by far. In the past 9 months, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States. But we will always allow people to come in legally, people that will love our country and will work hard to maintain our country. The flow of deadly fentanyl across our border is down by a record 56% in 1 year.
Sorry, but I had to go get some wine, y'all. For this, I had to get some wine for this bullshit. I'm back.
And last year, the murder rate saw its single largest decline in recorded history. This is the biggest decline, think of it, in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years, year 1900. In fact, substantially before my wonderful father, I had a wonderful father, Fred, before
His father was a pimp.
Substantially before he was born. That's a long time ago. He wouldn't like me to say that, but that's a long time ago. The Biden administration and its allies in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. But in 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years.
The fuck is core inflation?
And in the last 3 months of 2025, it was down to 1.7%.
You see how they play with numbers? Core. He didn't say inflation. He said core inflation. What's that? That's a new word. They don't use that word normally. Hell, my Costco receipt, I spent $260 at Costco and walked out with 3 things. Ain't no goddamn inflation down.
In some states, under my predecessor, it was quite honestly a disaster. It is now below $2.30 a gallon in most states, and in some places, $1.99 a gallon. And when I visited the great state of Iowa just a few weeks ago, I even saw $1.85 a gallon for gasoline.
I just spent $4.19 a gallon here in LA just yesterday. And that's the Costco gas. Yeah, $4.19 for regular. Thank God I got a hybrid.
The lowest in 4 years and falling fast, and the annual cost of a typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office. 1 year.
What the hell is $5,000 on $800,000?
Low interest rates will solve the Biden-created housing problem while at the same time protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're going to do both. Mm-hmm. And we are going to keep it that way. The stock market has set 53 all-time record highs since the election. Think of that, 1 year. Boosting pensions, 401ks, and retirement accounts for the millions and millions
that just
of
means
Americans.
the rich got
all
richer.
Gaining. Everybody's up, way up. In 4 long years, the last administration got less than $1 trillion in new investment in the United States. And when I say less, substantially less. In 12 months, I secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe.
I always laugh at how one side clap and the other side sit down. It's like
think of it, much less
nights.
than $1 trillion for 4 years versus much more than $18 trillion for 1 year. What a difference a president makes. A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world, the hottest.
Says who? Says who?
As thousands of new businesses are forming and factories, plants, and laboratories are being built, we have added 70,000 new construction jobs in just a very short period of time. It's getting bigger and bigger and stronger.
And who's filling those jobs?
Nobody
So that's
can
the
believe
question.
what they're watching. American oil production is up by more than 600,000 barrels a day, and we just received from our new friend and partner, Venezuela, more than 80 million barrels of oil.
So in other words, them niggas took over Venezuela and just jacked they had. How you gonna call somebody friends and you just put their president in jail?
American natural gas production is at an all-time high because I kept my promise to drill, baby, drill.
You see the way they frame a narrative? Our friends in Venezuela. Hold on, ain't they president up in New York in jail next to Diddy?
In the history of our country, think about that. Any time in the history of our country, more working today, and 100% of all jobs created under my administration have been in the private sector.
Hey, y'all just laid off. That's not a way of saying y'all just laid off half of America. Dipshit.
We ended DEI in America.
You know what that means? That means fuck them niggas.
We cut a record number of job-killing regulations, and in 1 year we have lifted 2.4 million Americans, a record, off of food stamps.
This is all coded language, y'all. This is all coded language. Pay attention. This is coded language.
And for all of these reasons, I say tonight, members of Congress, the state of our union is strong.
I wonder if he's going to mention that man that came up and got murked at Mar-a-Lago this past weekend. I wonder if he's going to mention that.
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country. Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, 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 you're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever. And to prove that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation proud. The men's gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on in.
They actually flew on Air Force One. Air Force Two. One of the fleets, there's a 757 in the presidential fleet. And they actually flew a charter flight on the president's 757. Air Force One's a 747. They flew on the 757. And the women's team declined to come. They wanted the women's team to come, but the women's team said, nah, we good. We good. How's it sound, y'all? Is it even? Is my voice too loud? Let me know in chat. Coffee kicked in now. Hey, brother, love you a fool.
Go ahead.
Hey, this is no depth. That's why we watching this. This is a sideshow. That's why we're watching. This is some bullshit, y'all. But it's funny. It's funny. Like I'm goofy. This is funny to me. This just sounds like Nikolai Volkov versus Hulk Hogan. This is WWF. Y'all remember Nikolai Volkov from wrestling?
That's the first time I've ever seen them get up. And actually, not all of them did get up. But they beat a fantastic Canadian team in overtime, as everybody saw, as did the American women, who will soon be coming to the White House.
All right, man, get to the goddamn speech.
They were in the Oval Office before, and I just want to say a second very big congratulations to Team USA. But I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there, and they weren't about to say no, because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor Hellebuck.
Whoever that is, I didn't watch. Did y'all watch it? I didn't watch the hockey in the Olympics. I watched some of that bobsled and some of that downhill shit. When they be going downhill, I like that. I didn't watch the hockey though, but it was a bunch of fights. Imagine if the NBA had a bunch of fights, or men's basketball in the Olympics.
Think of it, 46 shots on goal, and I asked him. The one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off. You practice that, or was that a little lucky? He refused to answer that question. But I just want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given, and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Has anybody in Team USA basketball? They didn't get that shit to Magic Johnson with Team USA. How the hell he get it? Well, you know how he getting it, but damn. Did Allison Felix get it? Allison Felix is the most awarded track and field star in American history.
Great athletes have gotten that, very great, the best. And I thought he deserved it. And I did take a vote, every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no. And every single one of them rapidly
Let's
put
not
up
be
their
pissy,
hand.
y'all. I'm pouring some wine.
So I want to thank you. What a special job you did. What special champions you are. Thank you very much.
Man, get these motherfuckers off the screen. I'm trying to hear about this country.
I'm also pleased to say that the next time the Olympic torch is lit, it will be here in America for the 2028 Olympics, and it's the summer version right in Los Angeles. We're going to do a good job in Los Angeles.
In LA. He said a medal for being white. That was funny.
And Los Angeles is going to be safe, just like Washington, D.C. is now one of the safest cities in the country.
Oh, here come the dog whistles. Safety means the niggas are under control.
And this year, and I must say I got them both.
Gentrification.
I got them in my first term. And I was disappointed because I didn't think I'd be the president when this happened. But strange things took place. And now I've got them because I got the Olympics and I got the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I wanted to claim the 250th, but I didn't get away with that one. I couldn't claim that one for myself. But we're getting the World Cup. So we have the World Cup and the Olympics coming. And that is exciting news.
And this shit kind of going slow. Trump ain't really talking shit yet. Like, he ain't really got
so
his
this
back.
will be a year to celebrate our country and the heroes who have kept it free.
Trump hasn't gotten
Men
into
like
his bag yet.
Buddy Taggart. At age 17, Buddy volunteered to defend America in World War II, serving in the Pacific under the great General Douglas MacArthur.
Real talk, Project
He fought
Leroy.
bravely in the famous Battle of Manila, worked so hard. He was badly wounded and almost killed by enemy machine guns in Luzon. And 81 years ago this month, he liberated the largest internment camp in the Philippines, one of the largest anywhere in the world. But he earned many honors, including a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star, came home, started a family, and tonight he is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday.
Buddy Taggart. It was probably 10 niggas that did it. He got the credit. Y'all know how that shit go. Y'all know how that shit go. Oh, I shouldn't have
Buddy,
said that?
you're a brave man, and we salute you. Even in times of challenge, setback, and immense heartache, the spirit of 1776 has always shone through very brightly. It was July 4th of last year when floodwaters tore through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas. One of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there, rising 26 feet in the matter of minutes, tragically claiming many, many lives. You all remember that one. As the waters threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClelland closed her eyes and prayed
Trump
to
getting
God.
old.
She
Trump getting
thought
old.
she was going to die. Those prayers were answered when Coast Guard rescue swimmer
trudging through
Ruskin
this right now. He ain't
descended
gotten his bag.
from a helicopter above. Nobody knew where he came from. It was Scott's first ever rescue mission. A young guy, but very brave, very, very top, always top in his class. And he lifted not just Millie Kate, but 164 others to safety.
Jerk-off section. Usually Trump would have had about 37 insults by now that he threw out. This motherfucker is really, holy shit. He's throwing his ass down. He would have at least been about 50 insults.
People watched Scott from a distance, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The winds were blowing, the rain was pouring, everything was going, and that rapid water, nobody's ever seen anything like it. They said, wow, that's something. Tonight, Scott and Millie Kate are here together, reunited for the very first time. Thank you, Scott, Millie Kate.
Oh, yeah. If she ain't a racist now, she gonna be when she gets her 50s. Oh, that's a kid. Her name is Millie Kate? Oh, yeah. She gonna be a Karen when she gets her 40s. Watch. And it ain't even her fault. It's her dad's fault for naming her Millie Kate. You cannot not be a racist and be named Millie Kate. It's like white women named Missy.
And Petty Officer Ruskin,
every white woman named Missy is a racist.
I'm pleased to inform you that I am now awarding you the Legion of Merit for extraordinary heroism, which is what it was, extraordinary heroism. Thank you.
That's a real point, Toria. If he tries to pick it up, he may pull a slip of this. Yeah, that's a good point, Terry. You're right. Trump got to pace himself.
I'd like to have the military aid to please come down.
And my brother might pull it.
And take care of the service, military aid. Thank you very much. Take care of that very important service. Thank you very much. From 1776 to today, every generation of Americans has stepped forward to defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they're really doing it for the next generation. But now it's our turn. Together we're building a nation where every child has the chance to reach higher and go further, where government answers to the people, not the powerful, and where the interests of hardworking American citizens are always our first and ultimate concern. That is the debt we owe to the heroes who came before us, and that is the promise we must keep to America for our 250th year.
Ace of Diamonds Day.
Last year, I urged this Congress to begin the mission by passing the largest tax cuts in American history, and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully. Thank you, Republicans. All Democrats, every single one of them, voted against these really important and very necessary massive tax cuts.
Here come the mudslinging. Let's go. Fight.
They wanted large-scale tax increases to hurt the people instead. But we held strong, and with the great, big, beautiful bill, we gave you no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors.
A great big bullshit bill.
And we also made interest on auto loans tax deductible the first time, but only if the car is made in America.
That's right. That was actually a good thing. I got to give Trump credit for that part of it. Trump always gives a little bit of something.
Recently
more
in
than most
Pennsylvania,
presidents.
I
got to
met
give him
Megan
credit for that.
Hemhauser, a devoted mom who homeschools her children. Beautiful, 2 children. During the day while waiting tables at night, as her husband works overtime, operating very heavy equipment. Megan is here this evening, and she's happy to tell you that she is so much richer because with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and our expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans, Megan and her husband will take home more than $5,000 extra just for the year, cutting her tax bill in more than half.
Well, how about just give her more money? How about that?
Megan, please stand up. We're fighting for you,
How about
Megan.
just pay her more?
Thank you, Megan.
Hey, that lady next to her look like she can cook some mean mac and cheese, boy.
We're fighting for you, Megan. Under our bill,
Those are mac
parents
and
like
cheese
Megan
arms.
can also activate their children's brand new Trump accounts.
Trump account.
I didn't name it.
Trump is great at branding. I gotta give him
I did not name
that.
that.
He's great at branding and marketing. Trump account? What the fuck is that?
Nobody believes me, but I did not name it. It was named by a very tall man sitting right there in the third row. Nice man, a good man. Tax-free investment accounts for every American child. This is something that's so special and has taken off and gone through the roof. Millions will be pre-funded courtesy of the U.S. Treasury and private individuals like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated $6.25 billion to fund the Trump accounts for 25 million American children.
So that's like baby bonds. Y'all remember when Cory Booker was talking about baby bonds for reparations? That's baby bonds. Remember when we laughed at Cory Booker for talking about baby bonds? That's what that is. That's a baby bond. Just a Trump ugly ass name on it.
When I asked Michael Dell, how do you make all that
They
money?
be
He said,
repackaging shit,
well,
boy.
I just sat on my dorm in school.
They got so
and
much
I made
game.
computers and I'd sell them to people. And I just kept selling and selling and selling. And pretty amazing story. That's called the American dream. He sold a lot of computers, a lot of those laptops. So I congratulate him on that. But I really thank him and Susan, as well as others like Brad Gerstner, a very tremendous guy. He was behind it right from the beginning. Brad Gerstner. Thank you, Brad.
That's another ancient name, Gershman. He sounded like he was steal all your money.
So with modest additional contributions, these young people's accounts could grow to over $100,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it. How much money is that for somebody that started with nothing? Over 100,000, could be much more than that. To make this investment in our children's future, go to trumpaccounts.gov, trumpaccounts.gov. And a lot of people are doing it. It's setting every record in the book. It's popular. They knew what it was going to take. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of the people that got it started.
Man.
Now it's just taken off. One of the primary reasons for our country's stunning economic turnaround, the biggest in history, where the Dow Jones broke 50,000 4 years ahead of schedule, and the S&P hit 7,000, where it wasn't supposed to do it for many years, were tariffs. I used these tariffs, took in hundreds of billions of dollars to make great deals for our country, both economically and on a national security basis. Everything was working well. Countries that were ripping us off for decades are now paying us hundreds of billions of dollars.
I'm not against the tariffs.
They were ripping us so badly. You all know that. Everybody knows it. Even the Democrats know it. They just don't want to say it. And yet these countries are now happy, and so are we. We made deals. The deals are all done. And they're happy. They're not making money like they used to, but we're making a lot of money. There was no inflation, growth. And the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly, and 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong. They got it really wrong. And then just 4 days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court, it just came down. It came down.
Oh, my
Very
God.
unfortunate
This dude,
ruling.
when it comes to praising himself, boy.
But the good news
Trump
is that almost all
time.
countries and corporations want to keep the deal that they already made, right, Scott? Knowing that the legal power that I, as president, have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement.
That sounds like a threat.
Despite the disappointing ruling, these powerful country saving. It's saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in. Peace protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them without. Will remain in place under fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. And they have been tested for a long time.
In other ways,
they're a little more complex.
Circumventing the Supreme Court is what he's saying.
Leading to a solution that will be even stronger than before. Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time-tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past,
he said
substantially replace the modern-day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden off the people that I love.
Time-tested and approved means I just made up some shit. That's what that means, y'all.
Right?
It means I just made up some shit.
Moving forward,
they got game.
Jobs, investment, and trillions of dollars will continue pouring into the United States
of
America.
They got game, y'all.
Because we finally have a president who's America first. I put America first. I love America.
Time tested and approved. That literally means I made some shit up yesterday.
Decades before I came along, we had the exact opposite. From trade to healthcare, from energy to immigration, everything was stolen and rigged in order to drain the wealth out of the productive, hardworking people who make our country great, who make our country run. Under Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond, it reached a breaking point with the Green New Scam, open borders for everyone.
The Green New Scam.
They poured in by the millions and millions from prisons, from mental institutions. They were murderers. 11,888 murders. They came into our country. You allowed that to happen. And record-setting inflation that cost the typical family $34,000 in just a speck of time. Now the same people in this chamber who voted for those disasters suddenly used the word affordability, a word they just used it. Somebody gave it to them, knowing full well that they caused and created the increased prices that all of our citizens had to endure. You caused that problem. You caused that problem.
They cut right to the black people in Congress. Y'all see how they cut right to the CBC? People. All this shit is pre-planned, y'all. All the producers have the speech already. They're reading the speech.
Were a lie. They knew it.
They knew to cut to the black people. Notice that.
A dirty, rotten lie. Their policies created the high prices. Our policies
they had that shot ready to go an hour ago.
Them. We are doing really well. Those prices are plummeting downward.
They planned that shot at 10 this morning. When he gets to the part where he's talking bad about everyone messing up, cut to the Congressional Black Caucus.
The price of eggs is down 60%.
Yeah, fuck the CBC,
Madam
but
Secretary,
still.
Thank you. The cost of chicken, butter, fruit, hotels, automobiles, rent is lower today than when I took office by a lot. And even beef, which was very high, is starting to come down significantly. Just hold on a little while. We're getting it down. And soon you will see numbers that few people would think were possible to achieve just a short time ago. Nobody can believe when they see the kind of numbers, and especially energy, when they see energy going down to numbers like that, they cannot believe it. It's like another big tax cut. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our times, the crushing cost of health care caused by you. Since the passage of the Unaffordable Care Act, sometimes referred to as Obamacare, big insurance companies have gotten rich. It was meant for the insurance companies, not
that
for
shit
the
since the
people.
day it got installed.
With our government giving them hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year as their stock prices soared 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and even 1,700%, like nothing else. That's why I introduced the great health care plan. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people so they can buy their own health care, which will be better health care at a much lower cost.
That sounds like some bullshit because insurance is expensive as hell. Y'all can give us that much money? Y'all can give us $900 a month? He talking about giving us $12,000 a year to pay for our insurance?
In addition, my plan requires maximum price transparency. That's a big deal. Sounds so simple.
I agree with this. I agree with this. Price
and I did that in my first term, and the Democrats immediately terminated it with full knowledge that they were doing a very bad thing for the people. Costs were going to go way up, and that's what happened. And now I'm bringing them way down on health care and everything else. I'm also ending the wildly inflated cost of prescription drugs like has never happened before.
Let's see what this shit is. That sound good. That sound good. Let's see.
Other presidents tried to do it, but they never could. They tried. Most didn't try, actually. But they tried. They said they tried. They couldn't do it. They didn't even come close. They were all talk and no action, but I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far the highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs. Anywhere. The lowest price.
That's some hot shit. Man, you gotta prove that, homie. You gotta prove that. You can't tell me that. I gotta see that.
So in my first year of the second term,
I gotta see that.
Third term, but strange things happen. I took prescription drugs, a very big part of healthcare, from the highest price in the entire world to the lowest. That's a big achievement. The result is price differences of 300, 400, 500, 600% and more, all available right now at a new website called TrumpRx.gov. And I didn't name that one either, by the way.
Yeah, right. You just suggested it. Let me go to Trump first.
And here tonight is the very first customer ever to get that big discount, and it is big. Catherine Rayner. For 5 years, she and her husband have struggled with infertility, and they turned to IVF. One drug has been costing Catherine $4,000 to purchase. But a few weeks ago, she logged onto the Trump RX website and got that same drug that cost $4,000, got it for under $500.
Okay.
A reduction of much more, actually, than $3,500. Catherine, we are all praying for you, and you're going to be a great mom.
A great mom. Why does Trump sound like he's taking the shit? A great mom. He go from talking regular to, oh, I gotta take a shit.
So now I'm calling on Congress to codify my most favored nation program into law. Now, the one thing I'm not sure it matters because it's going to be very hard for somebody that comes along after me to say, let's raise drug prices by 700 or 800%. But John and Mike, if you don't mind, codify it anyway. They may do it. Codify it anyway. Thank you. Many Americans are also concerned that energy demand from AI data centers could unfairly drive up their electric utility bills. Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that I have negotiated the new Ratepayer Protection Pledge. You know what that is?
I like that. I like that.
We're telling the major tech companies that they have the obligation to provide for their own power needs. They can build their own power plants as part of their factory, so that no one's prices will go up. And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community, and very substantially down. This is a unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed. So I'm telling them they can build their own plant. They're going to produce their own electricity. It will ensure the company's ability to get electricity while at the same time lowering prices of electricity for you, and could be very substantial for all of you cities and towns. Man. You're going to see some good things happen over the next number of years. Another pillar of the American dream. The scary part about that is regulation.
Will these people build plants that won't blow up the whole fucking neighborhood? That's the concern.
From Houston, she placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms.
Oh, this is big right here. This is big.
Paid all cash and turned those houses into rentals, stealing away her American dream. She was devastated. Stories like this are why last month I signed executive order to ban large Wall Street investment firms from buying up in the thousands single-family homes.
Hey, that's big. That's big. I had a post about that years ago.
And now I'm asking Congress to make that ban permanent, because homes for people, really, that's what we want. We want homes for people, not for corporations.
Look at this. I was talking about that
doing just fine.
5 years ago.
Thank you very much. Good luck with your home. You'll get one soon.
I was talking about that 5 years ago. This corporations buying homes
to make
is a major,
it easier
it's
for
a major
Americans
issue,
to save for retirement. And under this administration, we will always protect Social Security and Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid.
We'll see about that. Republicans be the main ones trying to privatize Social Security.
The typical 401k balance is up by at least $30,000. That's a lot of money. We have millions and millions of people, because the stock market has done so well, setting all those records. Your 401ks are way up. Yet half of all of working Americans still do not have access to a retirement plan with matching contributions from an employer. To remedy this gross disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these often forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year. as we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market, let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information.
That's nice. That's actually not bad. $1,000 a year ain't shit, but I like the sentiment. It's a start. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. I think it should be closer to $10,000 a year, but $1,000 to do.
They stood up for that. I can't believe it.
That was actually a good idea, Trump.
I can't believe it.
The number ain't shit, but it's a good idea.
Did Nancy Pelosi stand up if she's here?
Here it comes. Let's go.
Pass the Stop Insider Trading Act without delay.
He brought up Nancy Pelosi because she done made allegedly tens of millions from insider trading. But that's what they say. That's what they say.
I wasn't sure if anybody even on this side was going to applaud for that. I'm very impressed. Thank you. I'm very impressed. But when it comes to the corruption that is plundering, it's plundering America. There's been no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the Somali community have pillaged an estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer. We have all the information. And in actuality, the number is much higher than that. And California, Massachusetts, Maine, and many other states are even worse. This is the kind of corruption that shreds the fabric of a nation, and we are working on it like you wouldn't believe. So tonight, although started 4 months ago, I am officially announcing the war on fraud to be led by our great Vice President J.D. Vance.
I like that. Let's get these white ones too now. But this is delineation. They went to the Somalis. They didn't say black folks. If we hadn't been delineating, that would have been black people. That would have been black people frauding everybody.
And if we're able to find enough of that fraud, we will actually have a balanced budget overnight. It'll go very quickly.
I don't know about all that.
That's the kind of money you're talking about. We'll balance our budget.
But y'all got to get them white folks, too.
The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts of the world where bribery, corruption, and lawlessness are the norm, not the exception. Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings those problems right here to the USA. And it is the American people who pay the price in higher medical bills, car insurance rates, rent, taxes, and perhaps most importantly, crime. We will take care of this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games.
Somali pirates, y'all.
Delilah.
You ain't shit, Trump. You ain't shit, boy.
Delilah Colvin was only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life.
That's because she cut Samson's hair.
She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please.
He looks mad.
You are a great inspiration. Please stand up.
I'm glad Delilah's living, man. I'm glad. And I heard Delilah. I thought that was Samson's girlfriend. Y'all remember that Delilah and Samson? Delilah Samson, don't you know the Holy Bible tells you so. You grew up in church, you know that song. Said, cut my hair if you would.
Thank you,
I like this part. Yeah.
Many, if not most, illegal aliens do not speak English and cannot read even the most basic road signs as to direction, speed, danger, or location. That's why tonight I'm calling on Congress to pass what we will call the Delilah Law, barring any state from granting commercial driver's licenses to illegal aliens.
I like that. All right, Trump, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. That's it. USA.
And yesterday,
USA.
as you probably saw at the White House, I hosted a ceremony with Americans who lost their treasured loved ones to the scourge of illegal immigration. People came into our country, how we allowed this to happen with our open borders. These are the angel moms and families that for decades our government betrayed and our media totally ignored. It was terrible. Hard to believe, actually. In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Elizabeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade, but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her lying dead in a bathtub, bleeding profusely after being stabbed 25 times.
Oh, shit.
Elizabeth's killer was a previously arrested illegal alien who had broken in and brutally extinguished the brightest light in her family's life, violently and viciously. Her heartbroken mother is in the gallery to remind everyone in this chamber exactly why we are deporting illegal alien criminals to our country at record numbers, and we're getting them the hell out of here fast. We don't want them.
This is old school America right here, boy. He said, let's take this back to the 50s.
Thank you very much, Jacqueline. Thank you. We can never forget that many in this room not only allowed the border invasion to happen before I got involved, but indeed they would do it all over again if they ever had the chance. If they ever got elected, they would open up those borders to some of the worst criminals anywhere in the world. The only thing standing between Americans and a wide open border right now is President Donald J. Trump and our great Republican patriots in Congress.
He said that in third person. Our great, and the dude put his middle initial in the third person. The levels of narcissism.
As we speak, Democrats in this chamber have cut off all funding for the Department of Homeland Security. It's all cut off.
Trump funny as hell.
It's all cut off. They have instituted another Democrat shutdown, the first one costing us 2 points on GDP. 2 points we lost on GDP, which probably made them quite happy, actually.
Gross domestic product.
Now they have closed the agency responsible for protecting Americans from terrorists and murderers. Tonight I'm demanding the full and immediate restoration of all funding for the border security, homeland security of the United States, and also for helping people clean up their snow. We have no money because of the Democrats, and it would be nice. We'd love to give you a hand at cleaning it up, but you gave no money. Nobody's getting paid. It's a shame. So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, a pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Everybody better stand up for that. Everybody better look. Look, pay attention. The Democrats are telling you. The Democrats are showing you right here, they don't give a fuck about Americans. That's important, y'all. That's important. You gotta take care of home first. That's a law of nature. A law of nature is take care of home. Ain't that what Dave Hollister said? Take care of home. You don't have to. What was that Dave Hollister? Who was that? Take care home. You bet. You have to. If you on a plane and the plane is crashing, you got to put the oxygen mask on your face first before even your own goddamn kid. Yeah. Trump calling them out. Remember I told y'all a long time ago, Trump's role is to expose what's going on. He's showing you how nasty and ugly this nation is by example. Trump's nastiness is an example of how nasty this country is behaved across the planet. And Trump is heightening the contradictions. He just showed you right there. You better pay attention to this, y'all. These are people you voted for that said that people who are not from here are more important than you. And these are also the people that are sided with Hollywood.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, I believe in penalties for those politicians. Did y'all hear about that illegal immigrant that was a mayor of like North Miami? He's about to get deported. I'm with that. Take care of home.
And perhaps most importantly, I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act.
I'm with it.
To stop illegal aliens and others who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections. The cheating is rampant in our elections. It's rampant. It's very simple. All voters must show voter ID.
I'm with that. And I despise any politician that's saying that's going to hurt black people. We got IDs, motherfucker. My granddaddy at 98 years old still had his ID.
Must show proof of citizenship in order to vote.
I'm cool with that too. I got a blue passport.
And no more crooked mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel. None.
Now, I don't like that because I vote by mail. I don't like that too. I don't like that.
And this should be an easy one. And by the way, it's polling at 89%, including Democrats.
I'm with
89%.
it. I'm with it, but I like mailing in my ballot. Shit. I don't want to go down there next to all them musty motherfuckers. But I'm with it. I'm not against it.
And even the new communist mayor of New York City, I think he's a nice guy, actually. Speak to him a lot. Bad policy, but nice guy. Just said they want people to shovel snow. They got hit hard. Wants them to shovel snow, but if you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and a Social Security card.
Yes.
Yet they don't want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. No, it's no good. No good. Both Republicans and Democrats overwhelmingly agree on the policy that we just enunciated. And Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before anything else happens.
That's right. Take care of home.
And the reason they don't want to do it Why would anybody not want voter ID? One reason, because they want to cheat. There's only one reason.
I agree with that.
They make up all excuses. They say it's racist. They come up with things. You almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat. They have cheated. And their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop it. We have to stop it, John.
Take your home.
In the gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle. In 2021, Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating her as a boy and hiding it from her parents. Hard to believe, isn't it?
That's sick.
Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland. A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time.
That's fucked up.
But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full-ride scholarship to Liberty University. Sage and Michelle, please stand up.
Yeah, I like that. All that transitioning kids at a young age. Nah. When I was a kid, I wanted to be named Heathcliff. You know what I mean? I wanted my mom to name me Heathcliff when I was a kid because I used to go up and down the block pounding people like Heathcliff. Heathcliff would fight. I would go up and down the street talking about people. So I thought my name should be Heathcliff.
Thank you for your great bravery. And who
I'm
can
glad my
believe
name
that
ain't
we're even
Heathcliff
speaking
now.
about things like this? 15 years ago, if somebody was up here and said that, they'd say, what's wrong with him? But now we have to say it because it's going on all over numerous states without even telling the parents.
I wanted my name to be
But
Heathcliff.
surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. Who would believe that we've been talking about this? We must ban it, and we must ban it immediately.
Yeah, Heathcliff is the man, y'all. Y'all don't know. Heathcliff is the shit.
Look, nobody stands up.
You couldn't convince me I wasn't
These
Heathcliff
people
when
are
I was 6
crazy.
years old.
I'm telling you, they're crazy.
Get him, Trump. Get him. Get him. He said they crazy. I agree to that.
Gentlemen. Boy, oh boy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we? No one cares more about protecting America's youth than our wonderful First Lady. Now a movie star. She's a movie star. Can you believe it?
No, not Heathcliff Huxtable. Heathcliff the cat.
Over the past year, she has had an incredible impact championing AI legislation, advancing a landmark executive order on foster care, and helping secure $30 million to launch the Melania Trump Foster Youth to Independence Initiative. It's a tremendous, really a tremendous thing that happened.
Looking out
a
of
lot
here.
of bipartisan support.
And she ain't
She
the
gets
beauty.
much better bipartisan support than I do. I get none.
Look,
She gets
remember
a
this show
lot.
Beauty and the Beast back in the 90s,
Someday
80s?
you're going to have to tell me how you did
Don't
that.
she look like the Beast?
And students and educators in every state have joined the First
back.
Lady's efforts in the presidential AI challenge, keeping America's next
Go back to
generation
Melania.
positioned to succeed and strongly succeed in the future. Tonight, we welcome two young people whose lives reflect the First Lady's impact, Sierra Burns and Everest Nevermont. Thank you both, and Melania, thank you. I know how hard you worked on her. Thank you very much.
Man, please, she ain't do shit. Y'all think Melania actually worked? I got an island to sell you in Tennessee if you think Melania actually worked. Look. Don't tell me I'm bullshitting, y'all. Don't tell me I'm bullshitting.
I'm very proud to say that during my time in office, both the first 4 years and in particular this last year, there has been a tremendous renewal in religion, faith, Christianity, and belief in God. Tremendous renewal. This is especially true among young people, and a big part of that had to do with my great friend, Charlie Kirk, a great guy. Great man.
Fuck Charlie Kirk. Oh, that's Charlie Kirk's wife. That's what it is. Hey, she been busting it open. She been going to Cancun
by an assassin, and
she been living it up since Charlie died.
Martyred for his beliefs. His wonderful wife, Erica, is with us tonight. Erica, please stand.
She's been giving googly eyes to J.D. Vance. You know, her history is funny. A lot of intelligence tied to her history, yo. It's a lot of intelligence department and her family ties. And she's been busting it open, allegedly.
Thank you, Erica.
It's been kind of weird since she has not been acting like a widow. I'll tell you that goddamn much.
To reaffirm that America is one nation under God, and we must totally reject political violence of any kind.
America's one nation under the rules, goddamn it. Fuck that. This is America. That's
we
America.
love religion,
fuck that.
and we love bringing it back. And it's coming back at levels that nobody actually thought possible. It's really a beautiful thing to see. Above all, unleashing America's promise requires keeping our communities safe. We have made incredible strides, yet dangerous repeat offenders continue to be released by pro-crime Democrat politicians again and again. We are honored to be joined tonight by a woman who's been through hell, Anya Zarutska. In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman, Irina, fled war-torn Ukraine to live with relatives near Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged monster who had been arrested over a dozen times and was released through no cash bail, stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body. No one will ever forget. There were people.
They come for you niggas next, y'all.
No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly. She had escaped a brutal war only to be slain by a hardened criminal, set free to kill in America, came in through open borders. Mrs. Zarutska, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter, Irina.
You said the killer came in through open borders, so was the killer a terrorist? Trump be lying, so you don't know. You can't really, you gotta, they said the killer came in through open borders. I don't know.
How do you not stand? How do you not stand? I'm asking this Congress to pass tough legislation to ensure that violent and dangerous repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there.
Oh, and fuck the Ukraine, by the way.
Starting last summer, I deployed our National Guard and federal law enforcement to restore law and order to our most dangerous cities, including Memphis, Tennessee, big success, New Orleans, Louisiana, big success, and our nation's capital itself, Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C.
He ain't gonna say nothing about them school shooters, though, like you said. That's all coded language for the niggas. You notice how Trump has been very direct with the illegals, but he's still going back to coded language when it comes to us.
In fact, crime in Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded, and murders in D.C. this January were down close to 100% from a year ago.
I don't know about 100%, but murders being down is always a good thing. I'm never going to say that's a bad thing.
They don't like to hear that.
That's a good thing.
One of the sick people, one of the brave service members who helped achieve this stunning turnaround was 20-year-old West Virginia Army National Guard Specialist Sarah Beckstrom. After a 4-month deployment, she voluntarily extended her service, and her rank was going to be lifted. She was doing so well. They were so proud of her. But the very next day, she was on patrol near the White House when she was ambushed and shot in the head by a terrorist monster from Afghanistan. Shouldn't have been in our country.
And
all because she wore the uniform of our nation. She was shot. He traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. He was sick and deranged. Shouldn't have been in our country. Sarah Beckstrom died in order to defend our capital, and we are honored to be joined by her wonderful parents, Gary and Eva Lee. Your daughter was a true American patriot, and she will be greatly missed. She was a great person. I saw reports on her that never seen anything like her.
Y'all remember that song? Sarah, Sarah, what happened to you and I? That song came in my head for some reason.
So sorry.
I can't
Thank you
sing.
very much.
Sarah,
A great young lady. I saw reports that were like, perfect. She was perfect. Serving alongside Sarah that day was Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. The terrorist shot Andrew in the head, and no one thought he could possibly make it. The two of them, Sarah and Andrew, both shot violently in the head. Spoke to the same night, and she was so positive. The doctors thought that Andrew was gone, but his mother said, no, Mr. President, Andrew will be fine. He's going to make it. I've never seen anything like it.
Get to the goddamn point.
He was given almost no chance. She said, I have no doubt, sir, he's going to be okay. This was a conversation that I had with her that night, with her son laying helplessly in bed, blood all over. Everybody is praying, she said, sir, he will be okay. The doctors didn't understand what she was saying, and after looking at the results of the damage done, neither did I. She was so strong and conclusive that even Andrew's great father felt she didn't really understand the gravity of the situation.
It looked like characters on Beetlejuice.
But she turned out to be right. Right, Melanie? She turned out to be right.
It looked like they belong on Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice 2. That lady's arms behind them, them some fried chicken arms right there. I want some chicken from her, bro. That lady behind, that black lady, she can cook some, like her chicken tastes like repast chicken. She cooked for all the repasses.
Amazing, actually. I said,
J.D. Vance, like he back there playing with his balls.
She's the most positive person I've ever met. With God's help, Andrew has battled back from the edge of death, and we're talking about the edge of death. On his way to a miraculous recovery. He's got a little work to do, but he's doing great. Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much.
Please, he looked like a character on Dick Tracy. You don't get that Dick Tracy character face-looking ass motherfucker out of here. Beetlejuice!
So, Andrew, while you're up, now I'm going to ask a highly respected General James Seward to present Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf and the great family of Sarah Beckstrom, with the award created by our late, great President George Washington himself. It's called the Purple Heart.
They gave him a Purple Heart for surviving Beetlejuice. That chick that's there with him, she look like her favorite group is Love. She like Love. She listens to Carly Simon, the Carpenters. Her favorite show as a kid is the Brady Bunch. And she got the Dover trailer park all up in the village. She got the Tola trailer park. Flat screen TVs, all that shit.
We love you all. Love you. We're proudly restoring safety for Americans at home, and we are also restoring security for Americans abroad. Our country has never been stronger. My first 10 months, I ended 8 wars, including Cambodia. Isn't it funny?
What was that war in Cambodia?
Sick people. Cambodia and Thailand. Pakistan and India would have been a nuclear war. 35 million people said.
Okay. Pakistan.
The Prime Minister of Pakistan would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and Serbia.
Man, they was probably already
Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, the Congo and Rwanda, and of course the war in Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner for your help. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jared.
Man, fuck Jared Kushner.
And I also want to thank the man they report to, Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Thank you, Marco.
Marco Rubio, that's like a restaurant that serves fish tacos. We get some fish tacos at Marco Rubio. We have salmon fish tacos, mahi fish tacos, fish tacos with queso.
People like you. You know, Marco got
fish taco
100%
serving ass
of the
motherfucker out my
votes
face
when he was in confirmation. I think our next one was about 54%. And some of the Democrats are now saying, I can't believe we approved that guy.
He hated Trump.
And he said it's an honor that they feel that way, right,
Marco?
Marco? You have done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever.
Now you will. Marco Rubio, he looks like he plays T-ball on the weekend. He looks like he plays T-ball.
Under the ceasefire I negotiated, every single hostage, both living and dead, has been returned home. Can you believe that?
Oh yeah, of course he's only praising white people. He'll probably have like 1 or 2 black people he praised.
Nobody thought it was possible.
But
nobody thought
it'll be
that
trivia
was
whatever he praises a black person for.
Both living and dead, and those parents who had a dead son, their boy, they'd always tell me their boy, they wanted him as much as though he were living. That was an amazing period of time. And they came back, and when we got all of the living hostages back, and many, many before them, but I always said those last 20 are going to be very tough, but we got many, many more, hundreds. But I said those last 20 are going to be tough. We got them back. But we only got back 14 or 15 of the dead of the 28.
Chelsea, I appreciate the super chat.
Hamas
Chelsea
worked along with Israel, and they dug and they dug and they dug. It's a tough thing to do.
Chelsea gave me a super chat. Salute.
Passing up 100 bodies sometimes for each one that they found. Tough job. And they finally got it back to 27. And then Steve and Jared, they got it back to 28. They found all 28. Nobody thought that was possible, but we did it. And I remember the family of the 28th. They were so grieved, but they were so happy as It's possible to be. They had their boy back. The mother said, "Sir, we have our boy back." What a period of time that was, but we got them all back. So thank you both very much.
Man, you going on and on and on and on, man. Trump is slowing his old ass down, boy. Hey, y'all baby boomers, y'all almost out of here. Baby boomer leadership needs to retire.
And we're working very hard to end the ninth war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president, would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must. That's why in a breakthrough operation last June, the United States military obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program with an attack on Iranian soil known as Operation Midnight Hammer.
Operation Midnight Hammer, that's a cold name. Operation Midnight Hammer. Good. Look at that evil looking motherfucker.
For decades, it had been the policy of the United States never to allow Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon. Many decades. Since they seized control of that proud nation 47 years ago, the regime and its murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members and hundreds of thousands and even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs. They were the kings of
Oh my God, Trump. Come on, this is boring.
And we took out Soleimani. I did that during my
J.D. Vance,
first term.
Don't J.D. Vance look like he wearing a thong? This is boring. Like, come on, Trump. You got to start selling people now.
In their own country.
But J.D. Vance is like he back there sitting in a thong. That's why he got the look on his face.
We stopped them from...
That nigga got a thong under his suit.
With the threat of serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, born to make
Donald Trump looks like he's 2 donuts from dementia. If he ain't got dementia already. If this motherfucker eat 2 more donuts, he gonna have dementia. I ain't never seen this motherfucker talk this goddamn slow. He looking like Joe Biden. He's a slightly more animated version of Joe Biden.
They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those.
Get these baby boomers out of office, man. These niggas was in leadership when I was 10.
My preference.
Fuck. Get all of these baby boomers out of here. Look at these old crusty motherfuckers right here.
My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let that happen.
Oh, let's see somebody in here. I'm not gonna bust that person out. Somebody says some of y'all slow.
And no nation should ever doubt America's resolve.
Look, you must be new to this channel.
We have the most powerful military on earth. I rebuilt the military in my first term.
Mike.
We're going to continue to do so also, which is to prove
we know Trump don't give a fuck about us here in this channel. This ain't your everyday channel.
Because hopefully
we watching this boring ass shit to laugh. We over here hoping Trump say some funny shit about the Democrats.
It's really called peace.
We ain't here as supporters of either party. We here for pure D entertainment. James, I appreciate the cash
out. Thanks to Republicans in Congress, we're investing that record number of dollars, have no choice, in the United States Armed Forces. Also creating a lot of jobs, but we're not even doing it for that reason. Because, as I said, we have more jobs, more people working today than ever before in the history of our country. And NATO countries are friends and allies. They are. They're our friends and they're our allies. Have just agreed, at my very strong request, to pay 5% of GDP for military defense rather than the 2% which they weren't paying. We were paying for.
I don't give a fuck. J.D. Vance, don't he look like Martin from The Simpsons? Like, imagine Martin from The Simpsons all grown up. J.D. Vance is Martin from The Simpsons all grown up.
Said would never be done, could not happen. We got it really easily with one meeting. And big difference between 2% that's not paid. We were paying.
And I don't. What's the white boy to the right? What's his name?
Now
the one on the right. What's his name, chat? I keep forgetting his name. That dude on the right. He look like a night. He's like one of those old Yahoo Dominoes avatars. Y'all remember playing Yahoo Checkers like back in like 99, 2000? When they had Yahoo Checkers and Yahoo Dominoes? That nigga look like the Yahoo Dominoes avatar. We ain't talking about shit. What are you talking about?
And every service member recently received a dividend of $1,776. You know, they put it on my desk. We got the money from tariffs and other things. A lot of money we have. Much more
Mike Johnson, that's his name.
Have to rebuild that program a little bit.
I'm drinking wine right now, and I'm high. Well, I'm not high. I'm weed high.
$1,775, and they wanted my approval. And I said, "What's the number?" $1,775. I said, "Wait a minute. For one more dollar, we can have $1,776. It's going to." I said, "We're going to figure that." I never asked anybody if we could afford it. One more dollar. I said $1,776. And I said, "That's good." And I'll tell you what, our military, that was 4 months ago, our military, I never see a person in the military that doesn't thank me for it, so we're honored to do it. They deserve it. And we call it $1,776. It was great. And we love our military. We love our law enforcement. We love our firemen. You know, the firemen don't get mentioned enough. We love our firemen. We're also...
Man, I almost feel like cutting the shit. I'm bored as fuck. I'm going to be talking shit, man. He's boring as hell. Because he ain't talking about nothing. You just congratulating a whole bunch of ugly people. Like, dude, who is this bride?
We're also restoring American security and dominance in the Western Hemisphere, acting to secure our national interests and defend our country from violence, drugs, terrorism, and foreign interference. For years, lost swaths of territory in our region, including large parts of Mexico, really large parts of Mexico.
Mexico in the Civil War right now.
Have been controlled by murderous drug cartels. That's why I designated these cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, and I declared illicit fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction.
I'm not against that. I'm not against that. I know somebody that died of that shit, but they thought they would take some cocaine.
And with our new military campaign, we have stopped record amounts of drugs coming into our country and virtually stopped it completely coming in by water or sea. You probably noticed that. We very seriously damaged their fishing industry also. Nobody wants to go fishing anymore.
Nobody wants to go fishing.
We've also taken down one of the most sinister cartel kingpins of all. You saw that yesterday. In January, elite American warriors carried out one of the most complex, spectacular feats of military competence and power in world history. No one's seen anything like it. Foreign leaders, I won't tell you who, called me and they said, "Very impressive, very impressive." They couldn't believe, they all watched. They saw what happened. This is a different fighting force that we had years ago when we fought to tie. You know, it's a great fighting force. I'm so proud of it. Look at Space Force. Space Force is my baby. He
did start that.
Maybe it's becoming so important. And America's armed forces overwhelmed all defenses and utterly defeated an enemy, good fighters, to end the reign of outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro and bring him to face American justice.
I thought you just said that Venezuela is your friend.
And this was an absolutely colossal victory for the security of the United States, and it also opens up a bright new beginning for the people of Venezuela. We're working closely with the new president of Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez, to unleash extraordinary economic gains for both of our countries and to bring new hope to those who have suffered so terribly. They really did suffer. Did Venezuelan family and was especially close to her beloved Uncle Enrique. But after Enrique ran for office and opposed Maduro, he was kidnapped by Maduro's security forces and thrown into the regime's really infamous prison in Caracas. Alejandro feared she would never see her uncle again. She feared for her own life also. But since the raid, we have worked with the new leadership, and they have ordered the closure of that vile prison and released hundreds of political prisoners already, with more to come. Alejandro, I'm pleased to inform you that not only has your uncle been released, but he is here tonight. We brought him over to celebrate his freedom with you in person. Enrique, please come down.
Oh, my God. Oh, this is like, I guess this is supposed to be the heartwarming moment. This is supposed to be the heartwarming moment for the, oh my God, this is wrong. I've been planning on doing one of these for a long time, man. This one here sucks. I thought Trump would have been started talking about people's mamas and all kind of shit. Trump, you getting way too old, man. You're losing your entertainment value.
Thank you, Enrique. Have a good time. Nice to have you back, Enrique. There were many heroes on that January raid to capture Maduro. Really great heroes. It was very dangerous. They knew we were coming. They were all set. But the deeds of one warrior that night will live forever in the eternal chronicles of military valor. Chief Warrant Officer 5, Eric Slover, planned the mission and was the flight lead in the cockpit of the first helicopter. A big, beautiful, powerful helicopter. It's a massive Chinook.
It's stupid.
Carrying, as you can imagine, many, many American warfighters.
I thank y'all for being here with me,
his
man.
wife Amy
I appreciate the chat room
with holy water before he left. She knew it was going to be.
This nigga ain't talking about a motherfucking
Eric
thing.
steered the Chinook under the cover of
I'm
night
only here now to read the
descended
comments.
swiftly upon Maduro's heavily protected military fortress. This
I'm
was
only
a
here now to read
major
the comments.
military installation protected by thousands of soldiers and guarded by Russian and Chinese military technology. How did that work out? Not too good. While preparing to land, enemy machine guns fired from every angle, and Eric was hit very badly in the leg and hip, one bullet after another. He absorbed 4 agonizing shots, shredding his leg into numerous pieces. And yet, despite the fact that the use of his legs was vital to successful helicopter flight, legs are the most important part of flying a helicopter, to deliver the many commandos who would capture and detain Maduro was the only thing Eric was thinking about. Then, even as he was gushing blood, which was flowing back down the aisle, helicopter lands at a steep angle. The machine gun stood right in front of him. They were right in front of him, 2 machine gunners who escaped the wrath of the previous planes. Eric maneuvered his helicopter with all of those lives and souls to face the enemy and let his gunners eliminate the threat. Turned the helicopter around so the gunners could take care of business, saving the lives of his fellow warriors from what could have been a catastrophic crash deep in enemy territory. Only after safely landing the helicopter with all the warriors aboard in the exact right spot, which was vital to the mission. We probably would have had to maybe cancel the mission if that didn't happen. Eric told his co-pilot, also wounded, but not as gravely, to take over. I'm about ready to pass out. The success of the entire mission and the lives of his fellow warriors hinge on Eric's ability to take the searing pain. It was unbelievable what's happened to his legs of the bullets and keep on flying and landing, and people knew what was happening. Everybody in the back of the helicopter knew because they saw the blood pouring down the aisle. Chief Warrant Officer Slover is still recovering from his serious wounds, but I'm thrilled to say that he is here tonight with his wife Amy, Eric.
Who the fuck else is here tonight, man? I swear to God, they're about to introduce. I swear to God, like, they're about to say Harry and the Hendersons are here. They're about to say Bigfoot is here and his family. These motherfuckers is about to bring out an alien and say the alien is here from a new planet called Pluton Crypto. And here are the Pluton Kryptonites, and they're gonna come out. It's Crip walking. God damn, who the fuck else are they going? Are they gonna bring back Marvin Gaye? God damn. And this thing look like a video game military member right here. He look like somebody that be on Call of Duty. He like the one that's holding the ammo on Call of Duty.
Surprise for Eric and Amy. In recognition of Eric's actions above and beyond the call of duty, I would now like to ask
that dude holding the medal like a creep.
Jonathan Braga to present
pass
Chief
him.
Warrant
Don't have that creep
Slover with our nation's highest military award, the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Like he got midget porn on his computer. Yeah, I'll take that medal back when they find out he got midget porn. Y'all gonna crowd. I appreciate the dude, what he did or whatever. But God damn. You know, like he did some George Washington Carver level shit or something.
Well, thank you very much, Eric and Amy. Great to get to know you. I met with them and with a lot of their fellow warriors at Fort Bragg recently. You notice the name Fort Bragg, we have it back, we brought it back. We won the First World War with it, the Second World War with it, and then they decided to change the name. So we changed it back. Everybody wanted to change back too. And 10 of Eric's fellow warriors from that incredible night of victory will also be receiving medals at a private ceremony that will soon be held at the White House, and Eric will be there. Thank you.
All right, enough. This goddamn part, come on, man. I'm regretting my decision to do this shit. I thought we was gonna be for like an hour and a half or something. 2 hours maybe, but goddamn, we coming up on 2 hours. And he over still.
Thank you, Eric.
Come on.
That's a big one. Tonight we've celebrated many truly extraordinary American patriots, but there is one last living legend to honor before we go.
One left. Ooh.
He is one more
Thank God.
American
This should feel like midweek Bible study when I'm 8.
Navy fighter pilot Royce Williams served in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, flying more than 220 missions. In the skies over Korea in 1952, Royce was in the dogfight
Royce the 5'9"
of a lifetime, legendary dogfight. Flying through blizzard conditions, his squadron was ambushed by 7 Soviet fighter planes. It was his first aerial combat of the war, and despite being massively outnumbered and outgunned, Royce led the takedown of 4 enemy jets and almost destroyed the others, vanquishing his adversaries while taking 263 bullets to his own plane and being seriously hurt. His story was secret for over 50 years. He didn't even want to tell his wife, but the legend grew and grew. But tonight, at 100 years old, this brave Navy captain is finally getting the recognition he deserves. He was a legend long before this evening. Royce, please stand up, and I will ask the First Lady of the United States to present Captain Royce Williams with his Congressional Medal of Honor.
You know he's about 5'9". That's Royce the 5'9". And look, he about to get put on by Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. They got the same weave. I don't want to ever hear you niggas talk about black women and weave. Look at her weave and Beauty and the Beast weave. And oh boy, the white dude, he coming like the Reed from Nothing But Trouble. If you're an ambulance, you have a chance. Cat's eyes will spin. Now listen. Don't he like the Reed from Nothing But Trouble? Hula, hula, hula. Boola, boola, boola. Don't they looking like? Y'all remember that movie with Chevy Chase? One of the greatest movies of all time. Look, they're gonna read. Anyways, in there, in the ambulance, you have a chance. And a hearse has gotta be worse. That's the Reeve right there, Dan Aykroyd. That's the Reeve. Now listen. I'm gonna watch Nothing But Trouble when we're done. That's Nothing But Trouble right there, boy. Shire Reeve.
Thank you, Royce, and thank you, Eric. I've always wanted the Congressional Medal of Honor, but I was informed I'm not allowed to give it to myself.
He fought in the war in 1812, didn't he?
If they ever open up that law, I will be there with you someday. But you know, that's our highest honor, Congressional Medal of Honor, and that's a big thing, and it's an honor to be in the same room with you. Thank you both very much, Eric. Thank you.
I came to the party to get naughty, get my rocks on, eat my popcorn, watching the box on, and I'm singing ding-a-ling, hungry big dreaming. I remember when Tupac was in Never Trouble. Okay, folks.
250 years is a long time in the life of a nation, but in another sense, it's really a mere moment in the eye of history. Two of the gentlemen we met in the gallery this evening took their first breaths 1 century ago, 100 years before that, on July 4th, 1826, the author of the Declaration of Independence.
Yep, he died.
Brilliant. Thomas Jefferson to his last breath.
And John Adams died.
Just a single long human lifespan separates the giants who declared and won our independence from the heroes who stand among us tonight. Everything our nation has done, everything we have achieved, has been the work of those few great lifetimes. In those brief chapters, Americans built this nation from 13 humble colonies into the pinnacle of human civilization and human freedom, the strongest, wealthiest, most powerful, most successful nation in all of history. Americans ventured out across the daunting and dangerous continent.
You know, Jefferson and Adams were bitter enemies, and they died only 6 hours apart. Almost destroyed this nation, their internal beef.
From empty marshes and wide open plains, we raised up the world's greatest cities. Together we mastered the world's mightiest industries and shattered history's monstrous tyrannies. And we liberated millions from the chains of fascism, communism, oppression, and terror. Americans lifted humanity into the skies on the wings of aluminum and steel. And then we launched mankind into the stars on rockets powered by sheer American will and unyielding American pride. We wired the globe with our ingenuity. We captivated the planet with American culture. And now we are pioneering the next great American breakthroughs that will change the entire world. All of this and so much more is the enduring legacy, unmatched glory of the hardworking patriots who built and defended this country and who still carry the hopes and freedoms on all of humanity's backs.
A lot of the patriots
they
were
forgotten, betrayed, and cast aside. But that great betrayal is over, and they will never be forgotten again. Because when the world needs courage, daring, vision, and inspiration, it is still turning to America. And when God needs a nation to work his miracles, he knows exactly who to ask. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome, no frontier too vast for us to conquer, no dream too bold for us to chase,
without the help of niggas,
no horizon too distant for us to claim. For our destiny is written by the hand of providence, and these first 250 years were just the beginning. From the rugged border towns of Texas to the heartland villages of Michigan, from the sun-kissed shores of Florida to the endless fields of the Dakotas, and from the historic streets of Philadelphia to right here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the golden age of America is upon us. The revolution that began in 1776 has not ended. It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
All right, that looks like the end of this bullshit ass speech. On the wings of love.
Refer to the website, go find them all.
10:59 p.m. here on the East Coast.
So yeah, we about to do a reaction. Now it's time for my reaction to this shit. Time for my reaction. We'll keep the video up. But it's time for what did we just watch here? What did we just watch here? What did we just see? First off, my initial observations is Trump is getting old, and he's getting old fast. He's really getting old a lot faster. He's much closer to croaking than he is the early days of his life. And I did not see the energy of a man that can get through 2 more years of this shit. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I don't see the energy of a man that can get through another 2.5 years of this stuff. Hopefully he can, because I don't want to see nobody end up like President McKinley and Lincoln and all them. I don't want to see that, but yeah. So what did he talk about? The biggest takeaway I got from that is he talked about, he spent a lot of time on immigration. On the wings of love. I don't know why that song's in my head. But he spent a lot of time on immigration. A lot of time. And that shows you that what I think we're about to see moving forward is, you saw he pulled the troops out of Minnesota. What we're about to see is they're about to be more quietly aggressive when it comes to the whole immigration thing. They're about to be more subtle with it. But it sounds as if he's sticking with it. You got to pay attention to these State of the Union addresses because they hide the truth in plain sight of these things. If you notice, he spent very little time on black people. He spent less time on us than I thought he would. He's talking about black people when politicians talk about law and order, crime rates. Those are all dog whistles for black people. That's the coded language. And I also noticed that another observation is when it comes to us, they're sticking with the coded language. He views very down the middle when it came to immigration. Very 1955-ish level of direct when it comes to immigration. But when it comes to black Americans, the Republicans, you see, they're still speaking in code. They definitely got plans for our destruction. Let's not get it twisted. They got plans for our destruction. And you can see a lot of these laws that they have, the laws that they have about political violence and all this stuff, that's going to be disproportionately levied on black Americans. You can almost see it coming. You can almost see it coming. But the fact that they're still having to talk in code when it comes to us, that's pretty significant if you ask me. That's pretty significant. Because they don't have to. They don't have to talk in code with us. They could be upfront. They could be more direct. Who's going to stop them? The media is not going to correct them. But they're not. And it's very interesting. That's very interesting. But y'all see what's going on. Y'all see what's going on. I think that, and then also, remember I said this is a 10 of Hearts year, bringing the cards into it. And Patreon, we're gonna have a really good card show on Saturday. Saturday on Patreon, we really gonna break this shit down in the cards. Saturday on Patreon. But we're in the 10 of Hearts here. That means direct confrontation. Y'all see what's going on in Mexico right now with the cartels? Basically, Mexico's almost in a state of civil war. As the summer comes, I can see physical violence happening here in America, although not to the level of Mexico. But yeah, don't trust these people. This isn't about trust. This is about understanding the fact that this isn't about trusting or not trusting. And if y'all want to call in, there's a number. This isn't about trusting or not trusting. This is about the fact that these cats hide shit in plain. They hide shit in plain sight. But their very little mention of black people was very interesting. I saw some of y'all saying that they're not going to acknowledge. I wasn't looking for acknowledgement. I don't give a shit about them acknowledging black folks. That don't mean nothing to me. But I thought it was going to be more law and order talk, more hash down, stomp down, kleptocracy style governance. But the part that was most striking to me was when Donald Trump says, stand up if you see America for Americans, basically. Let me see if I can go back to that part. Let me see if I can go back to that part. Oh, that's hockey. Fuck the hockey team.
Nice man, a good man. Tax-free investment accounts for $1,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it. How much money is that for somebody? First year of the second term. Should be my third term.
Let's see.
American workers, great people, the people that built our country. Stop all payments to big insurance companies.
Was this part?
They knew their statements were a lie. They knew it.
Oh, that's when it got to the black folks about the fraud.
They tried to do it, but they never could. They tried. Most didn't try, actually.
Where's that part?
They tried. They said they tried. They could. Removal of these people out of our country.
Oh, this part. Look how Matt Ely. No, this part. This part. Here it is.
Actually. Now they have closed the agency responsible for protecting Americans from terrorists and murderers.
They're going right to the Somalian Congress folks.
An immediate restoration of all funding for the border security. No money. Nobody's getting paid. It's a shame. So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the
Here it
great
is.
things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight,
Here it is.
I'm inviting every legislature to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
He said, if you believe that the first duty of this American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens, none of the Democrats stood up. This shows you it's party over America. Whatever the party line is, and that goes for both sides. The Republicans aren't innocent in this. But to me, this is a very core, fundamental part of politics. We pay taxes. We vote. That means it's okay for us as Americans to want to be taken care of first. Not saying don't take of immigrants. Like, you can take care of immigrants too if Americans are taken care of first. But pay attention to this reaction. Look at this. Man. Yeah, they said it right to our face. They telling you right to your face. The same way they've been legislating. Fuck you, dirty Americans, is what the Democrats are saying. Look at him. He look like he got all kind of crazy shit going on his laptop. Who the fuck is that?
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly
They're getting very rowdy.
Cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public.
Look how unruly she is. Look at how unruly Ilhan Omar is. Look at her. She can't even hold her goddamn composure. Come on, hijab lady. Come on. You should be able to hold your composure to this.
The removal of criminal aliens in many cases.
If I was Trump, I would have said, man, get her up out of here.
Cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country. They're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's right. She said, shut your bitch ass up. You saw that? Ilhan Omar, mad the motherfucker. She said, shut your bitch ass up. Watch.
All over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, shut your bitch ass up. I don't know if that's what she really said, but that's what I took from it. She said, shut your bitch ass up. Who's that dude on the left? You see the dude all the way on the left sitting down? He looked like somebody Steven Seagal whooped up in Hard to Kill. He like one of Steven Seagal's enemies. And like he tried to come and be a tough guy, and Steven Seagal broke his elbow or some shit. Pay attention. Look at if you want to know what this country is, this is a fascist government. Look at the fascies behind them. I'm going to count those staffs. It should be 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You can't see the ones. Yep. That's a fascies. Make sure I count right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can't get them all. I'm sure it's 13 of those. Showing you it's a goddamn fascist government. But those are fascist symbols right next to J.D. Vance and the House Speaker, Stephen Johnson. This is a fascist government, Ilhan Omar. Those fascists behind the president show you that. But look at this.
And perhaps most importantly, I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act.
See, I like that. With the Save America Act, what they're doing is, and I saw clips from The View, I saw some clips where they're talking about black people. I remember them playing this game with us when I was younger. When I was in my 20s, I used to always watch MSNBC back in my 20s. And I remember back then, this is like when Obama was running for president. They're talking about voter ID laws disproportionately hurting black people. And I was kind of like, But I went along with the party line, you know? Like, okay, yeah, whatever. They keep playing that game. It does not affect us. Voter IDs are for illegals. Citizens got ID. And if you a citizen and you too old to get a new ID, you probably too old to be voting anyway. If you too old to renew your ID, what the hell you voting for anyway? You're gonna be dead when these policies get enacted. I don't mean to sound rude or wrong or crass, but that's just a fact. If your Uncle Jim Bob is 78, 89 years old and they can't get an ID, Jim Bob don't need to be voting on president. Jim Bob gonna be dead when it's a new president. I'm not over here trying to be an ageist or nothing like that. But no, the Democrats want to make it seem like, well, older black people won't be able to get an ID. No, they can get an ID. My granddaddy still had it. My granddaddy still had a current ID at 98 goddamn years old. It ain't no excuses. And again, if you can't get nobody to take you down to get an ID and you a citizen, that means you can't take. That means ain't nobody gonna be there to take your ass down there to vote either. He just said he's getting rid of mail-in ballots. You're going to vote in person. So if a person can't make it to the goddamn place to get an ID, they for damn sure ain't gonna be able to make it in person down to the voting station. I'm with it. Don't let these Democrats pin that shit on black people, y'all. But yeah, that's the State of the Union address. I'm gonna have to bring Dr. Randy Short over on Patreon pretty soon, so he can break that down even further and talk about it. Somebody said that's wrong what you saying. No, okay, it might be wrong. So that might be wrong, but it's a fact. You want somebody to vote who ain't gonna be able to live through their vote? Get the fuck out of here. Now many people voted in goddamn all them old muskrats that voted in Trump and they gone now? And we gotta live through this motherfucker? Old muskrats that voted in Biden? Shit. We gotta live through that, man. Votes have consequences. Laws have consequences. The people who gonna live through the goddamn new president or new senator or new governor, whoever it is, they're the ones that's going to be impacted. As a matter of fact, not even necessarily as much as the ones that are living through it. The children of those living through it are going to be the most impacted. Yeah, Lady Hotep, the Democrats did say that back in the day. Well, some black people don't know how to get an ID. Well, shit. If you don't know how to get an ID, you don't know how to poke them chads in the ballot either. Shit. Getting the ID and voting is the same thing. It ain't nothing but filling in some bubbles. So if you can't fill in some goddamn bubbles, you probably shouldn't be voting anyway. I'm just saying. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. We'll be back at it tomorrow. State of the Union. I was hoping for more fireworks. I was hoping for some more shit talk. I wanted to laugh a little bit more. But Trump is getting old, man. Trump is getting old. All right. I'm with taking care of America first. And if your senator is one of those didn't stand up, if your congressperson didn't stand up when he said that, that tells you all you need to know. All right. But that shit bored the fuck out of me. So I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. I'm tired as fuck because I thought that shit was way more boring than I thought it would be. So I gotta go mind my own black ass business and stop talking. That shit was boring as fuck. I was looking for some more shit talk, but hey, it didn't happen. But we'll be back with y'all tomorrow here on YouTube. I don't know what tomorrow's topic is yet, but Y'all will see whenever I go to read Twitter, something's gonna piss me off, and that's gonna be tomorrow's topic. All right. Go to the Patreon, go to DeWanB.com. Everything's on sale through the end of the week at DeWanB.com. The whole store is on sale. Pick whatever you want, and you will see a discount in the cart when you check out at DeWanB.com. All right, donate to the foundation, BAMFamilyTree.org, and all that good stuff. We out.